Hey guys, this is Landon with Discount Van. In this video, we're going to be going over how to put a Sprinter bridge plate jump seat together. I have a couple bases set up. We have our bridge plate and our jump seat. We will be going over this list. When you receive a jump seat, you will receive this instruction list. It has some hardware. I also wrote down the socket and wrench sizes you'll need. Basically a 9/16 socket or wrench and 5/8 and 11/16. So in this video, we'll be putting this together. First thing you'll want to do is take your seats off of your base or just loosen these 4 bolts because these would go inside. This is a Mercedes driver and a Mercedes Sprinter passenger base that we had around the shop that I've set up here. So you'll want to loosen these up because you're going to put your 4 brackets on first. You're going to have 4 brackets that you get here. You'll set these brackets on like so, and then everything else will go into place first. But you'll want the brackets, and you'll receive these black washers. You'll receive 4 of them. These will go on the outside of them to level the seat off so your seat's not sitting like this. But you'll put the black washers and the brackets on first. The next step is we're going to be putting our seat onto our base. As you can see right here, the seat is covered. If you pull these holes back, there are square holes for the carriage bolts, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you just make a little slit to access those, and we will be putting the base on next. As you can see, I just made a couple little cutouts. You guys should have 4 of these square carriage bolts. You'll reach back in there, and you will put those in like so. The square carriage bolts allows you to bolt on with your nut and bolt a lot easier, so the bolt's not spinning. You don't try to get your wrench up in there. Just keep your finger on the back of that square carriage bolt and you can bolt it on. Next we have our 2 sides here. The nice thing is these sides are universal, so top or bottom, it does not matter. The one thing you want is you want the C's facing each other. So these 2 will face like that when you put them on. But it does not matter left or right. You just want them facing each other. And they do have a rake on them, a 1-inch rake. You want the rake going towards the back of the seat. Okay guys, we do have the base on. You have a lock washer and a nut that goes on that carriage bolt. Please note, I did not tighten that down. I left that loose like that to show you guys that there is the lock washer. You will want to continue to tighten that down with your wrench. Okay guys, next step is we have our lap belt here. There are 2 spots where you bolt this to the base right here. And the nice thing with these bases is we give you multiple mounting points to put those on, and then you will just feed it through this hook right here to hold the lap belt up so it doesn't fall in between. You don't have to reach for it. And that is the gold 7/16 bolt, this fine thread bolt you will use to install it, and any of these 4 mounting spots that you prefer, and we will be doing that next. We got these bolted on, as you can see here, and as you can see, again, we have the lock washer and then the nut. All that's left is to tighten these down. After we have our jump seat put on the box and the seat belt put on, let's go back to the brackets. I just used 3/8 hardware to hold these brackets in. You would use your factory hardware. I did not tighten these all the way down, so you can see there's some play here for when we install the bridge plate. So next, we'll be setting the bridge plate on the brackets. Okay, we got our bridge plate put on here. Again, you can see it sits on the brackets right here. It sits on all 4 of them. Again, we have the nut, flat washer. We have a lock washer and a nut. All that's left is to tighten these up. Next, we're going to be putting the base and the seat onto the bridge plate. Another thing to note here is you do have multiple mounting points here. That is if you want to put it a little further back, if you wanted to put it forward, right in the middle. Some people have partitions, so that's why you have multiple holes here to give you multiple mounting positions. You have your final product of your seat on your box onto your bridge plate. Again, you have your bolt and your flat washer, and you have your lock washer and your nut, and you want to tighten those up. That is just for visual purposes. And then the outside black washers here go out on the outside to help level it off with the brackets. Again, I just used hardware to hold the brackets into place. You'll use your factory hardware for that. And that is the final product. You do also have a cutout for your parking brake. Any other questions? Feel free to contact us. I will put our phone number and email, as long as our website in the comments below, to reach out for any needs. We do also have a 3-point harness. We have jump seats for Promasters and Transits, along with Fords, Chevys, and GMCs, as well as the Nissans. So we have jump seats for all your vans. This is the Sprinter specific video for installing a jump seat. All right, thanks.